Good morning, everyone. Today is Monday, May 25th. Today is Memorial Day. We'll talk about that in a second. I hope that everyone is enjoying their holiday weekend. Today is the 46th day of the Omer. 46th day of the Omer. It's also a day of Teshuvah, a day of penance, because today really is Andy Pettit Day. My apologies to Jessica Hutter for botching her favorite player. I must have been thinking about Dave Righetti, number 19, and the no-hitter he threw when I was a young boy only 10 years ago. But I didn't need to go with the whole Andy Pettit math. But today is Andy Pettit number 46, our great Texas left-hander. So again, I hope that everyone is still in it with the Omer. We're almost there, and we're almost ready for the holiday of Shavuos. Unfortunately, we will not be in shul for Shavuos, but I can tell you that we had a very productive meeting with the community rabbis yesterday, and a communication will be sent out shortly about reopening. There's the community standard of when we will reopen, and then we will decide amongst ourselves in our shul about how that's going to look. But the good news is that there is light at the end of the tunnel, and we will be able to start coming back to shul to daven together. Again, it'll be a gradual process, and I can't emphasize the fact enough that even though we were very quick to shut down, which was the right move, we don't have to be the first to reopen, because when we deal with saving lives and we want to make sure how this plays out, we want to be cautious following the OU and RCA guidelines and community guidelines. But when we do so, we will do so carefully, thoughtfully, and in a meaningful fashion. So that's coming up soon. We will have we'll send out the information. Also, we'll have a Yisker on Erev Yantif at about 6 o'clock on Thursday. We'll have a Zoom Yisker, which we can go into Yantif properly saying Yisker. I also want to point out, of course, the fact that it is Memorial Day. And we spend a lot of time talking about Yom HaZikaron, which is the Israeli Memorial Day, where we commemorate all the soldiers and those who defended the country and those who were killed in terrorist atrocities. Yet, and I've mentioned this last year in a sermon I gave last year, when it comes to Memorial Day in this country, we don't usually pay that much attention. Memorial Day is, in normal circumstances, not this year, but it usually amounts to something of, let me barbecue, let me buy a mattress, let me get a new car, something like that. But I think that as citizens of the United States of America, as loyal citizens, that we have to pay a tremendous amount of honor and respect to those who gave their lives so that we can enjoy the freedoms that we enjoy. And we have to appreciate their sacrifice and the families who send their young men and women to the front lines, so that we can have the freedoms that we enjoy. As you know, I come from a military family. Both of my parents served in the military, so it's something that's very near and dear to me and to my family, and something that we value. So on this Memorial Day, please let's take a moment and give thanks and appreciation and honor to those who give everything, make the ultimate sacrifice for us and for our country. Please continue to daven for Refuah Shalema, for Mordechai ben Elka, Rabbi Zev ben Rickel, Gittel Basara, and of course Noah Alice Bat Lilach Esther. Again, the names are found in the email with the Misha Berach prayer. Please take a moment to daven for them and for all those who need our prayers during this time. Even though we might be getting a little bit of confidence that things are getting better, but there still are a number of people who are in difficult situations, and they need every one of our tefillos, every one of our mitzvahs. Today, our sponsor, our Memorial Day sponsor, holiday sponsor, I have to thank Jody and Ronan Samuels, who are sponsoring our Dvar Torah, our video today, in honor of the Prince. Look at this guy. I mean, you could just take a bite out of this kid. Look at him. Nathaniel Lewis, Netanel Matan, and I have yet to meet him in person. I was at his bris, and I was there right after he was born, but I never met him in person. And of course, he's a couple of months old already, and he's growing up to be a beautiful, beautiful young boy. And of course, hopefully he's dealing well with Baxter. You'll see in the pictures, Baxter is the very, very large dog that lives and protects Nathaniel Lewis, Netanel Matan. But by the way, Netanel Matan is a double meaning. Netanel, which means a gift from God, and Matan is also a gift. And I feel that when we heard the news that Jody and Ronen were expecting, and then when the baby was born and the bris, I felt a double sense of thankfulness, a double sense of a gift to your family, and also a gift to the community. And we cannot wait to watch this boy grow up, and we'll have a lot to talk about at his bar mitzvah, God willing. And we also owe you a Shalom Zachar, which I promise we will get to you when we can all convene together again. We will have a makeup Shalom Zachar. So Netanel, Matan, this Dvar Torah is for you. Jody, Ronen, we're so happy for you. I can't even really put into words, because I know how much this means to you and to your whole family, and I can tell you how much it means to us. And to be able to celebrate this with you and to acknowledge this by dedicating Torah. So I want to dedicate this Mishna. Maybe in a few years you'll show your son, and you'll say, you know what, this was done in your honor. The fifth Mishnah in the 6th chapter of Perek Avos reads as follows. We're going to just do part of it because that's all I want to focus on today. Al tevakesh gedula la'atzmecha v'al tachmod kavod yoser milimudecha aseh. Do not seek greatness for yourself. Do not crave honor. Let your performance exceed your learning. Now, this is appropriate, of course, as we get closer and closer in our steps towards Matan Torah, towards the giving of the Torah. We're going to celebrate that in only a couple of days, and we have to get ourselves spiritually prepared and mentally prepared for what it means to accept the Torah. But this notion of don't seek kavod, don't seek greatness, don't seek esteem, don't seek honor for yourself. Don't desire it, but rather just do. Let your performance exceed your learning. Yes, it's important to learn. It's also important to be a doer. And I am confident that this beautiful young man, look at him, this young boy will follow quite easily in the footsteps of his wonderful parents. And that he will be like them, in which they're not interested in acclaim, they're not interested in the attention. They are just doers. And they go about their business, and they do what they have to do, and they contribute what they have to contribute. Not to mention the only greatness that we'll expect from Nate is going to be the taking over the mantle of the Eitz Chaim basketball team. And I hope that you have that crossover that your father has, because it's quite impressive. Look at the Shul Instagram account if you don't believe me. But in life, there is what's really important, and there's what people think is important. And often we run after that which we think is important, and we disregard that which is really important. What's really important is action. What's really important is study. What's really important is showing up. Not about seeking honor, not about seeking having your name somewhere, not having your name in other people's mouths. It's about just being there and not about the acclaim that you get. So, Jody and Ronen, you set a beautiful, beautiful example for your son and really for the entire community. We are so lucky, we're so privileged to have you as part of our family. We can't wait till the rest of our family gets to really meet your family in person. I can't wait to see this little guy running around shul, making all sorts of trouble, probably inspired by my own son. But we want to take this opportunity to wish you a mazel tov and to tell you how happy we are for you and for your entire family. And even though I'm not such a huge fan because of my allergies, but even Baxter. I'll go with that 20 feet of your house, and that's about as close as I'm going to get. But just remember, Al tavakesh gedula la'atzmecha. You just keep teaching that lesson. It's not about seeking greatness, it's about being great. And the two of you, and now your son, you truly are great. So, again, thank you for sharing your mazel tov with us. Thank you for sharing your simcha with us. I will look forward to sharing everything together with you for many, many years to come. And I hope you have a great day, and we will see everyone tomorrow.